Hello everyone, welcome to our another BitCast Vodcast, unofficial Vodcast. Joined here today with her lovely co-hosts once again. When you say hello, introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name's Tel. I'm in debt. I have 560k debt because I bought a legendary quill. I have brought my empire to its knees financially.
Good job.
I'm Shocktor, and I am not in debt. I don't have a cool quill, and I'm in Region 1.
And I am Ember, and a lot of people know me as emberKat, and welcome in. I'm from Region 3 and the Hearth. Also not in debt. Also no cool quill, so...
Yeah, no cool quill. That's why it doesn't matter, because I got a cool quill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the cool quill for like a moment on your stream, and I was like, was that really worth it though?
Yes.
Yes.
So, speaking of Cool Quill, what have you been up to in the time that people have been gone? The 2 weeks that we've been busy.
I'm learning very quickly how to make money on my own market. Since I've talked about it before, I'm like so jealous of the people who can make a lot of money on the market. I decided now, well, you know, because of the debt, it's time for me to start hustling. So I need to start grinding out instead of just doing Empire stuff all day. I'm also trying to edge out some coins. I managed to make 50k or 30k last night, but I logged in and I have a total of 50k now. So we're getting there. We just need to crush out the next 550k and then we're good.
Nice.
Worth it.
And Shock?
Oh, and I guess we're pushing tier 8, I guess.
Right.
90% done. That's also a thing.
So for me last week, I was on vacation, so I didn't stream. But during that vacation, we did hit tier 4. And that was due to a lot of work from a lot of people. We finally pushed through it. I played on my laptop at a beautiful 10 frames per second. It's a laptop that's 7 years old, and I was amazed the game worked at all. And I will say it was nice to escape civilization for a little while and still play BitCraft a bit. So maybe not a complete escape, but we did hit tier 4, just working on the stations now.
Nice, yeah. I hate the stations. They always feel like, oh yeah, I guess got to do those too, huh?
Yeah. Always the fun part.
The game's pretty CPU bound, so old laptops
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like RuneScape or something where you can just play it on any toaster that can run
Right.
something.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. This week, the past 2 weeks have been a little bit of a blur for me. Because I was sitting here going, what was I doing? I did actually take a little bit of a break after we hit tier 5. The grind was getting to me, so I took a little bit of break, and then coming back this week, I've just been playing around with new furniture, the new kind of, I made a fountain. I did renovations for like 8 hours, and I made a fountain. That was it. So, yeah, I've been pretty much doing the pet grind has been the thing.
Are you trying to get the new frogs or
Everything.
everything?
Everything. I just realized I was very far behind, like you guys were saying, like dealing with settlement stuff and more of the manager's side of things, and I didn't really get to enjoy it to the extent that I wanted to, so I took this past week before trying to get into tier 6 to actually just enjoy playing BitCraft again. So
Very nice. Very nice.
It's been really good. But
there was a time early on that I took like a week break or so.
Yeah.
I think around tier 4 or tier 5 as well. I wasn't logging in nearly as much as I probably should have as a big Emperor God King person, but I'm still pushing it forward. Now I'm like fully back. I don't know. After I took a little bit of a break, I was like fully locked in again. I was like sick and stuff too. So.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately currently sick, which is yay. So if I'm see me a little bit off, I do apologize. But we do have hopefully our war report. Can you, Shock, give us any updates of what's been happening in Region 1?
So the Region 1 war is a thing of the past at this point. Everything seems to be completely resolved. Chat seems very happy and back to its crazy self from before the war. And everyone seemed to have gotten the land they wanted. And I got my land back, so I can finally get everyone their titles, which is like a big thing that I wanted to get, was to get all those titles, which I still have to take advantage of, but it's nice. So the war is over. Everyone seems happy, I think. And all is good in Region 1 for now.
That is good. That is good. And no war updates for Region 5. You guys still in peace?
Chilling. Yep. Non-aggression packs in place. stuff in the background regarding alliances with the larger kingdoms, and that's it.
The war is getting to
We
tier
just want
8.
to. We just want to grind. Yeah, the war is getting to tier 8, basically.
Yeah, nothing to report in Region 3 as far as I know. I think there's some behind scene things, but nothing major. So, meh. I am going to be unprofessional for literally 2 seconds because there's a train that's passing by and I need to shut my window. So I'm going to be completely unprofessional. So give me 1 sec.
For 2 seconds?
The train adds ambiance. That's not such
When
a
are we
bad
getting
thing.
trains in game?
Yeah.
I want trains.
There you go.
The logistical just
There we go.
Oh, how good that would be. Imagine making your own World of Warcraft, like, you know how you travel in the airship and stuff like that? Oh, it'd be so good.
Okay. Now that I've shut the window. Sorry, again, being completely unprofessional.
You're good. Don't bring it up next
all
time.
good.
Just be like,
All good.
I'll be right back.
I'll be
And
right
then
back.
quickly do it.
Well, no, you gotta give trains like the credit and then the respect that they deserve. There's not enough trains in this world. But speaking of trains and updates and things in this world, we've got a lot of stuff that has happened the last 2 weeks. And we should go over that.
And this is a quiet couple of weeks too. Next 2 weeks is going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch over to the scene here where we have all of the update stuff. It is a long list of update stuff. We are looking at... My favorite thing on the list, to be honest, is that the Teratoads range of 40 has been reduced by 40, or the attack range has been reduced by 40%, and I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. What is, pick out a few things you guys enjoyed from seeing this update. What's something other than the Teratoads?
I was going to say the Teratoads. It was always frustrating to run through the pine forest and also the swamp and just be hit randomly, have damage from somewhere from across the map. It was just really, really nice to have that range reduced. I have to say that's been very, very nice to go through the swamp for the first time in ages. So I did like that a whole lot.
I don't leave my desk.
So any of these affect you at all?
I have no opinion. I don't leave my desk. No, I've been a couple of times, and the only thing that bothered me was the problem where sometimes you would get stuck in combat and you had to log out and log back in because there was a Teratoad like 40,000 kilometers away locked onto you, and you had to log out and log back in to get reset. But other than that, no, I never had too many problems with them.
I'm reading through this. Someone says the hunting for the bow properly scaling now. I'm
looking forward. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm looking forward to finally taking advantage of that, but I'm rocking a 2-tier bow at the moment, so I don't have much in the way of testing. I still need to level up my hunting, but I do want to see how this works, if it's a whole lot better.
Well, that was actually going to say the exact same thing, because I'm like, my hunting's not even that great, and I haven't been able to interact with that side of the game quite as much as I would have liked.
Well, yeah, so my hunting experience, I have shot half of a saggy bird, but I will say that the bows being stronger are good. There's not a new break point for upper levels. So if you had a tier 7 legendary, for example, all it did was add 6 more to your already very strong bow. So it didn't really help with break points. I know some people were complaining about that, but it does feel a lot better to curve it out, because before what was happening was the only thing that affected your damage was rarity. So you'd get from even if you went from tier 1 to tier 5, but if you only went to uncommon, you'd only get +3 damage instead of the +8 you should be getting.
That's pretty insane, actually. I've noticed also tier, not so much as what rarity is. Like rarity, having better rarity on something is better than having a higher tier of something. It's just the mechanic of interacting with the tier system of you can now interact with tier 4, tier 5 stuff, but
Yeah, that's right. So when we work in our empire, we try and give at least an uncommon as a base item, just because it usually will edge out to a rare at some point in the upper tiers if you start with uncommon. And it's just so cheap to roll for a 30% Pyrolite uncommon versus giving away, like starting with a common. So we try and give out uncommons at least as a base item, and then if you're working with a rare, you're sweet. If you have epics, you're honestly set. You don't need anything higher than epic. As much as I was dumb and bought my quill, epics are +5, and then legendary is +3, right? So at the top of the curve is epic.
Nice. That is good to know.
That is very good to know.
Yeah. So the tier 3 for outdoor furniture not being unlocked correctly, I'm now seeing a lot of beautiful gardens. I'm wondering if that's what they were talking about in regards to that. I've seen some, holy crap, people are doing some amazing things with decorating their settlements now, and it's actually diversifying a lot of what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've seen that too in some settlements. I saw it in a place where they put it with their farm, and it really worked out well with putting the furniture or just a trellis here and there around the farm. And it's really, I really like the addition of the outdoor furniture. It adds a little bit more of a dynamic to the settlement so that they're all not looking the same.
They were very, very much the same.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we saw some really creative on the first day of Twitch drops. We saw some really, really creative settlements because we went on a little bit of a world tour until I had to go to bed.
That's good. And speaking of settlements and going on a world tour, the friends list and whisper system is now a thing. It doesn't say here on this screen, but I just wanted to throw that in super quickly as a yay, it's here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll actually drop down into that. Hopefully people have had time to read this current August 7th update. This is from a while ago, actually, at this point. And then our most recent update, we're looking here at the August 14th. So we now have the socials tab, which is yay? Or I have mixed feelings about it. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys to...
I do have questions, unless Tell, you want to go first?
Oh, I can answer for all of you.
Okay.
Ember is worried that it's a one-way friends thing. I don't really particularly bother. I'm not particularly bothered by it because there is privacy settings as well. So when you open it up and then you add people, there is a setting saying only. Basically, it works as like a Twitter follower, right? So if you follow someone, you can see if they're online or whatever based on their status. But unless they got the status set properly, then you're not friends until proper friends until they add you back, and then you become friends, kind of like Twitter followers. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay, because that was my question when I saw it, because I know people added me, but I didn't see them on my list because they added me. So they could track if I'm online, if I set it or whatever. So anybody can just add me. And I just wondered, and I don't care necessarily about that, but some people might.
Some people do.
Privacy.
Some people 100% do.
And I do wonder if you block somebody, then it works on that friends list where they can't see you. And that's something I wonder, because there are blocks in the game. And I do wonder if it extends to where someone adds you as a friend, and if that will cause it to not show you.
Don't think the mutes will do that, but you can set your thing to basically anything that isn't public, and you'll be able to hide that.
Okay. But otherwise, I love the list. It's nice. I can add people and see if they're online, if they're across another region, so I can chat with them. There's an easy peasy button to hit to then go and talk to them. That's very nice. It's all very good.
Yeah, Tell was nail on the head with me and my concern.
I keep my finger on the pulse of the community. I know what's going on. I got it.
Yeah, I did a little bit of testing when it originally first came out, where I'm like, okay, is it cross-region? Is it, like, can I talk to someone in Region 1? It is a little finicky. Some people have said, hey, I haven't gotten your message. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, here's proof that I sent it. And it works. I've seen people also have some mishaps while I've been out on the ocean. And they're like, oh no, that was supposed to be a whisper to someone. And it was broadcasted. And I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I know that was initially a problem. I don't know if it's still a problem with the whole, like, when whispers were first introduced in the build. I don't know how this happens. It just, but yeah, whispers got broadcasted to Empire or Region chat, which is really funny.
I can confirm that.
So hopefully no one was ERPing or something from whispers, because we all heard it.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. I made note to people. I said, hey, do not put any personal information into whispers. Please do not use it, but I don't trust it. Like, keep it at arm's reach just in case something does happen. And next thing you know, your address
I think
is
good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as I can tell.
So the next thing is the new music. It has been so good. It has triggered so many times for me, and it's so loud though. My audio has been like down a little bit, and then suddenly there's a really loud Spanish guitar. I'm not complaining. It's been good, but it's the difference between going from very quiet to suddenly. Yeah.
Right.
You guys probably didn't know this, but did you know that each 10 of the tiers have different tiered claim music? It's based on the settlement tier. It's not just the settlement music.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
well.
Cool.
I guess
I'll have to test that out.
Yeah.
I really love the vibe of the music. I wish it was continuous. Like, even when it ends certain points, I would like it to just kind of continue some ambiance music a little bit. I love the sound design of the game, so don't get me wrong, but it, like what emberKat was saying, it's nice to have it at a nice steady volume so that you're used to it and you can kind of manage it a little bit while you're playing the game or while you're streaming it. So I do like the ambiance. I just wish it was more continuous.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds you of Worm Online, which this might be a little bit of an obscure shout out, but it's in Worm Online when you're chilling, it's kind of ambient, and then you have like this, it'll just hit you with this music. It does it like folklore music, and it's just out of nowhere, and then it comes, and then it goes chill again. Yeah. But yeah, I think that I love it, but unfortunately, I do think it's repetitive. So I wanted to, because especially this track and then quiet and then track and then quiet and then track and quiet. It feels like I wish it would switch between that and then some kind of ambient based on the biome, and then back to the settlement every now and then. I think that would be good.
Yeah, that would be great.
So yeah, that was one of the bigger updates, I want to say. And then we have the full list of changes where it gets really fun. And one of the things that they always like to sneak in, but is one of the most important things, they have added a pet. And it is the cutest, squishiest little, actually, this is your pet. Tell us about your pet.
My son. I have not, unfortunately. I got one given just a common green one, but I unfortunately haven't gotten any eggs to crack open because I'm in severe deficit right now. But yeah, no, it's good. I love that whenever they drop a pet in, they're obviously whoever's designing these things, they know exactly their target market. I'll say that. But also they don't just sit there. They also have animations and they blink and they bounce and they're so cut. Like, if every single pet was added as a plushie and people could buy them, they've done a good job.
I would go broke. I would seriously go broke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all the different colors of all the different pets, I'd be like, I didn't get my red Lucille, and then I'd suddenly like have a plushie of a red Lucille, be like, I don't care.
There you go. Yep.
So, Shock, have you gotten any of them?
I finally got some. I got 2 of them. I got the epic teal and blue one, which I love that one. It actually is very, very cool. And again, like I'll mention what Tell said. I love the design of all the animals, the mounts, the pets. They're all very, very, very well designed. I'm very impressed with it all. And I do like the little animations. The frog will sometimes, its tongue will stick out a little bit and it'll actually hit you in the leg if you're standing close enough. Like right now where I'm idling in game. So yeah, I love the little animation.
We can actually see it really quick. You can go here. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. It's zoom it. Oh, and it did the thing right as you went through it. It only does it like every 5 minutes. So that was good timing. So I love that teal frog. It's pretty cool.
It is cute. It's super cute.
And I got the pink one also.
Yeah. So not only was it the sneaking in of the update of a pet, this was actually a pretty huge update as well with the new cargo packages. I think this is amazing to have it as clay and pebbles because you got bricks like crazy, and being able to actually package them to much higher is so good. Just so good. The visuals for Tier 4 housing, I have to say I was a fan of the old ones. I have to say. It looks like a skirt. It looks like a ruffled skirt sitting on top of a house. And I didn't actually notice it until someone had pointed it out saying, hey, by the way, the housing changed. And I was like, oh. I did read that, but I never really, it didn't register. But yeah, so.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet? You'll have
Tier 4, Shock. Get
now that I'm Tier 4, I can finally build it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we have, as I scroll down a tiny, oh, no, that's the end of the list. So underneath, you can't quite see it, unfortunately, because I can't scroll anymore. There was a new riddle for the pet as well. That was super cute, super cool. It goes, I dwell where the storms dance, yet my kin live in leaf and tree. The sky above is my roof of glass. The nets of patience let seekers pass. Find me and I'll follow where you roam. So cute. As soon as it said it, I was like, it's fishing. It has to be fishing. And yeah, it was confirmed quite quickly that it was a fishing pet.
The unfortunate part is you can just fire up STDB and figure it out really quickly. Or even the codex shows it. If you pull up the compendium, just look at the various things. If you pull up eels, it says it right there. Yeah. Which is cute, but a valiant effort.
Yeah. Also, something that isn't on this list is the new T button. If people haven't heard of this yet, the T button in game brings up the traveler's task now.
You told me something. Holy shit. No one told me this.
Yeah, it wasn't in the notes, and I learned it all.
It's not on the notes here at all either. Yep.
What the hell?
So, yeah, if you hit T, I was talking about it for quite some time. It was very annoying that everything else was keybindable except for the traveler. And so, yeah, hitting T. I learned it, weirdly enough, by trying to teleport between regions. And I was doing, it says up arrow and T. And I was like, what is happening? And so I'm hitting up arrow and T. And then nothing is happening. And it's opening tasks. And I'm not even paying attention. And then someone goes, is that the traveler's task? And I was like, oh, it's the traveler's task. And I was so excited to like do it. And I was like, but now I can't travel.
I'm not sure if they mentioned it in the notes as well, but there's a pretty significant gameplay change as well that didn't touch there. And that's citric berries.
Oh, yeah. They got
Did they?
Buff. They got buffed.
They got buffed.
So they're
significantly.
Not like, yeah. 0.5%.
No.
That's also not in the list. No.
T3 and higher was getting halved rates, right? So tier 1 and 2 was like 2% or whatever per hit.
Right.
And the tier 3 and up were actually half. So they brought them all in line with tier 1 and tier 2.
Oh,
and
good.
I have, so doing the math on it, let me just find that real quick. Basically, it was something like the old effort required to get all the citric berries for tier 1 to tier 10 was something like 70 million effort, and now it's down to 20 million. So it's a pretty big change. It's much more in line with gypsite now. So basically, it's just gypsite. It's however it is.
That's good.
So the numbers here. Yeah, 76 million down to 32 million. Now, those numbers are pretty arbitrary, but here's a good example. Before, to get all of the citrics for tier, you guys probably have heard of like tier 5 being a pain in the ass, tier 6 being a pain in the ass of citrics. Before, tier 5 citrics took 11.5 million versus gypsite's 950k, right?
Yeah, that's
now
rough.
that's down to 1.5 million versus 950k. So it's much more in line.
That's good.
Nice. That is very good. Now the next step will be to change the icon to maybe an orange or a lemon or something
like a heart.
that's
I call it a heart because they look like a heart.
It's an orange strawberry.
It's an orange strawberry.
Pretty much.
But it looks like I've always called them hearts because they just kind of look like an actual heart.
They do. That's a good point. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, things that you can never unsee. I point a lot of those out in game, unfortunately. Yeah, I shouldn't do it as much as I do, because there's some that I'm like, now I really can't unsee it, and it's detrimental. But something we actually skipped over, or rather I skipped over, is the saplings needing more space. Was part of the notes as well. It doesn't affect me, but I know there are some
people hate it.
Yeah. I know the first complaint I heard was I can no longer use it as a barricade. And I was like, I didn't realize that was a thing. So yeah, now it requires just one more space out.
Yeah, the way people were complaining about, like, I'll say it. I think they're complaining for nothing. I think they're whining because it in any game you can't really stack trees like you could in this one. All they did was one space. I thought they were gonna do 2 or 3. Like the way people were going on about it, it was like 2 spaces or 3 spaces or something. But literally, it's tree and 1 tile around the tree. And I'm like, man, seriously, that's what you're complaining about?
Well, I honestly think it's the people complaining that they can't use it as a barricade anymore, because that one space makes people being able to walk through it. So that is my opinion on that.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that wasn't the reason they changed it. They just thought it made more sense to have a space.
No, it does.
As far as I could tell. Yeah. That's what I remember seeing.
So did that affect trees that were already planted, or do people have...
No, they're still there.
So I have many regrets cutting down my trees because I put 2, my first ever, I put 2 just right next to each other just to see if it would let me, and it did, and they were sitting like right in the middle of my settlement, kind of in a bad place. So I wish I kind of left them now that it would be so unique. But,
yeah, you'd have like grandfathered trees.
Yeah.
There's only one claim I've seen that done the closeness to the trees really, really well, and it's like the Froggy settlement to the northwest in region 7. I forgot their full name. It's something something different. Maybe it was region. Yeah, but they have a really, really beautiful settlement.
We might have to put them on the list, right? Hint, hint.
Oh yeah,
nudge,
we
nudge.
should. Yeah, we should. I'll go back to. I'll message them or something because it was awesome when we visited.
Yeah, so we're hinting, nudging on the settlement showcase stuff a lot more because, well, it needs to get out more. We have amazing people that have submitted stuff to the forum, but not as many as we would like to be able to showcase for such an amazing, like, venue or settlement, or just, hey, this structure looks cool. Like, put a note in, say, hey, even if you want to nominate a friend or nominate someone else's settlement. It's something that we're looking to do in the future, make it a permanent segment of BitCast. And I'm going to grab that form so people can check it out. It'll always be linked. If you watch the VODs later, it'll be linked in the descriptions and stuff. So yeah, make sure, get those. It's a quick form. All you have to do is have your name and settlement name, and we will come to you. So hopefully everyone is in their current locations, just to let that be known. So yeah.
Or if you see something really cool, like if you just adventuring, you find a really cool settlement, submit that too, because having more places to show would be fantastic.
Yeah, and it's better to get recommended than having us sit for 8 hours trying to explore the world, trying to find. Right. So, but yeah, speaking of exploring the world, we had, what was it, last week? The first episode of the official BitCraft podcast, which was lore segment. I unfortunately didn't really listen to it. If someone here has listened to it, I will turn it over to you. And go ahead. After you.
So I didn't put notes on this one, but I did listen to it, and it was very, it's good as far as the lore goes. It kind of goes into the beginnings of Hexite, what it means, and it covers 3 of the NPCs, Heimlich, Svim, and Rampart are the ones that it actually goes and just kind of their story and stuff like that. So it was interesting to listen to. I liked it for episode 0. Percival did a good job on it. He did say that the music, and I do recommend anyone who wants to listen to it on Spotify, and you'll hear the music there, because I've noticed on YouTube when I'm listening to it on my speakers, I don't really hear the music, but the music does add a bit of ambiance to the whole story.
Oh, that's good to know.
I do recommend listening to it on Spotify, and also get them those views so they can make more.
Yes, please do. Please do. Tel, did you listen to it?
No, I was slack on that. Percival, he's gonna watch this back. No, I'm been meaning to. Percival's a really big lore guy. He loves the lore of games. He does lores and updates, and whenever he talks about them, now he actually officially works for Clockwork Labs. He actually edits it, everything. He doesn't do it. He edits it down and does a really good job with it. I'm sure it's really good. And it's only short. It's only 15 minutes. I'll definitely slack on it. I know that the world's got a lot of lore to it, and we just have, unfortunately, right now it's not in the game. It's all in the blog posts and stuff like that. So it'd be good to get it actually in the medium, because it doesn't count when it's not in the medium, kinda.
Yeah.
So we need to, we'll see that. Maybe we'll see some stuff with dungeons coming up.
Yeah. It said, as far as I recall, though, it was still going to be every other week. So I think it's going to be launching next week or this week.
I haven't heard anything from him, so it probably won't be this week, because we need to do a couple of touch-ups
gotcha.
on my episode, which is next episode.
Yes. I tried to get through it, and if there was a transcript, it would be much better. Or if there was something that I could read alongside, because the problem I was having was I was losing the audio. I'm a person who I need subtitles when I watch shows and movies and stuff like that. So halfway through, I rewind it for 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh no, I missed what was being said, and it was just audio, my own personal audio issues.
There is a way to get transcripts on YouTube. I can't remember what it is, but I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. So if it did have an official, hey, here, read along with what the podcast was, awesome, great. I would love to do that, especially with the lore episode.
Well, I could pass that on to him.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think that our our very neurodivergent player base would appreciate that.
Indeed.
Yeah. So
I think that there's value there for sure.
yeah. And like I said, I did try. It's nothing malicious of saying no, I didn't want to listen to it. It was just after so long, I was like, I'll wait. I'll see if something can be improved later on. So also with that and being improved, I'm going to jump around in my notes a tiny bit. Maintenance is coming up on Monday, August 18th. I want to let people reminder so that people have that. It's going to pull it up here so that you can see the information. And we have, here we go, switched over. You can find your time zone and make sure that you check it out. It'll be early morning for a lot of people. So 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then it gets later and later. But yeah, it's only supposed to last for 10 minutes.
Bang in the middle of the day for me. Oh yeah, their maintenance never take long.
Yeah, so they said it's only supposed to be 10 minutes. And the biggest thing, the most exciting thing of that, is the reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
The details is allowing us to implement a feature for PvE dungeons. So, yeah.
Just a tiny little note, and that was the most exciting part of that whole part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The subsection.
I would temper things. It might just be a subsystem, like partying or something like that. Or perhaps maybe something boring like a map generation thing that you can't even interact with. But we could see maybe some combat changes and stuff too as well. Yeah. So like they might need to change all of the weapon skills and stuff. Maybe did some balancing around that. That's also a possibility. So yeah,
it's going to be behind the scenes. We probably won't see it yet, but it's like they said, is going to implement for features in the future.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it's tracking along nicely, and then we'll see next couple of weeks. See some dungeon stuff.
Super excited about that. And then also we have, if I can find it in the list really quick. They just posted the cinematic trailer. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. I'll post the link in channel. I was going to play it really quick, but unfortunately, I have cut off part of the Discord, the part that you'd be watching it. But yeah, check out the cinematic trailer that they posted. This was today, actually. I didn't get to put it in the show notes, but it's. A lot of people tell you use this, right, for your videos and stuff.
Huh? That one? No, I didn't use that one.
You didn't use
that trailer's bullshit.
Explain.
Well, it's
a cinematic. It's a cinematic one. It's not a gameplay one. It's lies. It's marketing. No, I used all the gameplay stuff as much as possible. I wanted to give a very true impression of the game. There you can see some comments about that one. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. And it popped off at 1.5 million views back on IGN back in the day.
Yep.
However, it may have oversold a little bit. You'll see it. What I mean by it.
I mean, yes, it absolutely did. Showing the waves in the ocean and
that might be their actual. But maybe that's what they actually want too. Like maybe we'll get there at some point. I'm not saying it's impossible for sure.
I mean, and if they want to do waves that are a whole bunch of hexagons going up and down, that'll be quite unique to see.
Yeah, because one thing in that section as well, you can see that these little loot crates inside the ocean. That is actually a mechanic that we'll be getting. Is something to do with sailing, where you can, when you're sailing around, you might find loot or things to rummage and stuff. That is actually a mechanic. So there will be more exploration-based things coming in the future. So we are only in early access. So yeah, not to fully disparage it.
Right. I like the cinematic as far as it being the concept of the game, because you look at it and you see them build a settlement. Like it just shows kind of steps, and that's kind of that's really what got me about it, was the cooperation of building a little town just from that cinematic. And when I originally saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I personally treated it as like an Easter egg when I saw it, where I'm like, I'm nitpicking each frame and each scene and being like, is this a possible
Yes.
thing? Like,
if you take it lightly and have fun with it, it's fine.
Yeah.
I wonder why they posted it. I know that they're excited and they're excited about their own product and stuff like that, and that's fine. I don't know if that was a good thing to do. If you know what I mean.
I know.
Because like you can see a lot of the comments on that video, and it's like they're like,
Mhm.
what happened there? We didn't get any of this, which is unfortunate, and that's not what I think. They were just excited, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's also something that could be feelers being put out to be like, what was something that people see the most in this and getting hyped for or excited for, so that it's kind of like, here's two pictures. Which picture do you prefer? Like,
Yeah, I gotcha.
So we're not them, so we don't know exactly why and how, but taking it at face value, I think is definitely better. Like Tel was saying, some of the features and some of the comments and some of the things that you would see part of that misrepresent what is current, but it might not misrepresent it later. So we don't know.
Right.
It is early access. It is absolutely early access.
Very true.
But things and representation, we got something excited this week representing us as a community and our streamers and Twitch, and we had an amazing turnout of people and community members, and I'm talking about the Twitch drops, and it being amazing to see how many people are gotten so hyped for this tiny cube and changing colors, and it's been insane the amount of traction I've seen over the last week. Actually, not even 3 days. What?
Yeah.
Right? It's been
only a few days. Yeah.
Only a few days, not even a week. Only a few days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they usually did only weekend last time they did drop, so it's good they expanded it out to 2 weeks. The reception was insane because this is the first Twitch drops that we got post release, right? So there's a huge amount of new audience member to the game, since after the demo, right?
Right.
So there's a bunch of people who haven't ever gotten cubed before. This is their first sets of Twitch drops. They weren't part of the alpha and stuff like that. So just a huge audience, and as the larger, I guess, streamer in the space, before the drops, we were doing, I think, like 30 viewers in the category when I went live.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's not exactly the most exciting game in the world to stream at the moment. I try and make it work, but that's what it is. But then the following day, when they do Twitch drops, we had 2,500, I think, peak in the category.
Yeah. Yep.
The turnout was insane.
Yeah. It was crazy. Even at my time frame, which I do the very late night American time zone, and that is like, when you look at the Twitch charts, I'm at that bottom, like the bottom of viewership overall, and it was insane the amount of people who are watching still at that time because of these drops.
Yeah.
We also have a very global audience, so
It's funny. We have I don't know how I managed this. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. The diversity in which I have managed to get 2 co-hosts. One who's early morning for us in the US. I'm usually in the daytime, and then Shock's at night. Large empire, medium empire, small empire, but opposite sometimes. Like, me and Shock fluctuate sometimes based on war veteran.
We've managed to raid each other.
Yeah. War veteran and peaceful person and king of an entire empire. So the diversity we have between the group here has been insane. Like, absolutely pat on the back. I'm tooting my own horn for that one. I didn't, it wasn't on purpose. But yeah, the turnout of people for these Twitch drops, I hope that it's becomes a consistent thing. Not in necessarily it has to happen every single day or every single week, but the amount of eyes that are now on the category has, like, wow. Like, it has been like
The only thing they missed, in my opinion, maybe because they were concerned because the numbers were getting a little bit low, and also we were asking for it in partner channel. We're like, please give us drops. But I would say that I was surprised they didn't do it alongside to coincide with the monthly patch, because right now, as it's going, it's gonna expire just as the monthly patch drops. But maybe that's the strategy, right? Maybe you do the Twitch drops when it's nothing to show, and then you get people excited about it. And then when there is something to show, people are coming anyway organically. I don't know. I'm not.
Usually when
both strategies kind of work.
I was gonna say usually when I've worked with companies in the past and doing drops and like kind of sponsorship-ish type stuff where it's like you now have that the game with the thing in the corner of your screen this morning, stuff like that. That usually happens when things are like lower. Then like there's not much going on because like you said, it peaks and then valleys, peaks and valleys. And if it was during an already hyped moment, it's going to overshadow, like they're going to overshadow each other. So finding that fine balance of, okay, nothing's really going on right now, or something could be going on right now. This is the perfect opportunity. And it ending, like you said, right before the end of the month, we're looking at having our monthly update. Everyone,
and that'll bring people in.
Yeah.
Also, just going from the Twitch drops right into dungeons, I think that will be
hopefully dungeons. Fingers crossed, dungeons.
Well, hopefully. But the fact that it's in the notes for Monday, I think it could very well be, some dungeons being added at the monthly update. That is always the hope. But rolling from one thing into the other, that'd be great. And I also think doing the drops maybe once a month or whatever. But the main thing is people love pets, and that will be what draws people. They want their pets.
No, they come for the drops. They stay for the pets.
Yeah. Well,
I sent you the numbers if you want to pull them up on Discord.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me swap stuff over really quick.
You don't need the exact number, but you can see the big.
Oh yeah. So let me see if I can get this. No, it's gonna be
too low.
It's too low, but
What is it?
No. If I can't, can I get it? Nope, in the right spot.
Just minimize it.
Nope, it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
So that's fine. Next time.
Big number.
Big number. Big number. But yeah, next time. Actually, no, it's not going to work even that way. If you want to post it somehow, that will be fine. I'll copy it, and then that way people can have it. Back to the drop though. As like finagle with screens. Haha. There we go. There you go. Thank you. So if people want to click on that, that's showing is that viewers for the entire channel? Is that, what is that?
Viewers for the entire category.
Oh, nice.
And streamers, the blue line streamers.
Okay.
Channels. And then the viewers it goes from like 30 to 1,500 average.
Got it. Yep. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And the fact that drops. So what I was going to say prior is the fact that it being such a simple pet, it is a colored cube.
Mm-hmm.
And it's causing such...
It's not just a colored cube. It's colored cube wrapped up in gacha.
Hell
true. Yeah. Gambling. Let's go.
Yeah. And it gets like...
And untradeable.
And untradeable currently. I hope that
currently it will get tradable with Shocktor. They will.
Yeah, that's true. They did mention that, but that adds, I think, a little bit to it right now.
Yeah, I want him, and I can't get him.
Yep.
Yeah, the fact that there's different like dice, the D20, the D8, most commonly the cube, the D6, which is also the title of this episode, Cubed, because it was such a huge thing this week. And it's going to continue to be a thing for, as you can see, until August 12th. So make sure you can check out different channels. If you haven't linked your Twitch account to your BitCraft, make sure you do that. You do that through the main BitCraft official website, and then it will be part, it says here, link your Twitch, and then Twitch drops inventory. So it's been phenomenal. I've gotten all 5 so far. I want to say I've gotten all 5 so far. 4 of them, I do want to let people know there is, where you can see up here, it says 4 beta cubes, 60 minutes, 150 minutes, 360 minutes, and 600 minutes. So 10 hours total to get all 4 of those cubes. There is a 5th cube that you can get if you subscribe to a channel that has the drops enabled. So you can get 5. I had a couple people asking, oh, how do I get the 5th one? And yeah, it is...
Prime subs don't count.
No. Twitch Prime doesn't count.
Right.
So...
And I tested that.
'Cause why would it? Why would it?
Yeah. So
They hate Prime subs. They hate that they have to do them.
yeah. So gift
We like
subs
them.
or your own sub, and you can get the 5th one. So I'm gonna go. Shock. What colors have you gotten so far?
I got lucky. I got the.
I was gonna say I can switch over to your screen.
I can show it.
Yep.
That's a good point. I got lucky with this. I got the blue one. I got immediately from the beta, right when this launched in early access. But the ones I got the teal one. I got the orange one. The orange and the ferro. These 2 right here. A lot of people have the iron
Nice.
and the pyrite. But I got the purple one, which I'm gonna. There's already people who are like, I want the purple one, so I'm gonna trade that one away. I'm gonna trade this one away too, because someone's like, I need the teal one. And then this one's my favorite, the Ember. I love this one. I just like the black with the purple glow is just very cool. I just like that. Just that's my favorite one, and I was really happy I got that on the last one, on the 5th one.
Yeah.
So that is those are the ones I got.
Tell. Do you want to show off your cubes?
Sure. Sure. We got them all. Almost. I'm missing 2.
The Hexite one is awesome. It
And
has
also
a
the
very
Hex-
low drop.
Never
and
seen
it's
it,
like
by the way.
pearlescent.
Yeah,
Do you
so
have that
1
one?
in 10. No, I don't have that one.
Okay.
They're 1 in 10 each for each color, and then the Hexite one's kind of super rare.
Yeah,
But
I
I
have
have
some.
everything except Umbrasite, which now I want.
Ah,
And
yeah.
I just opened my last cube, which is it became another Pyrolite, unfortunately. And I'm missing, I believe, tier 3, 4. I'm missing 4. Whatever the 4th one is. So I've got the purple one, which is tier 5. The red one's tier 6. I'm just missing tier 4 and tier 9. I forget what color the 4th one is.
Well,
Unless that's it there.
it's the tiers, right? So.
Yeah, no, I just forget what color it is.
Oh. 4
The
is
4th
blue.
one is the
Oh,
green
4 is
one.
blue?
4 is
Oh,
blue.
Oh, the blue. Yeah, blue, and then, or no,
And I
3 is
plus-
green, 4 is blue. Yeah.
Oh, I might have it then. I think I'm just missing 9 and... I thought I was missing 2.
And the white one's
1,
cool
2,
too.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, missing 2.
Yeah, you're missing the blue one. Yeah, you don't.
The-
Oh,
have
I
the
am missing the blue one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the tier 4. I got the kind of
Yeah.
aqua one, but not
That's
the...
yeah, tier 7.
yeah.
And then.
And obviously the Hexite one.
Yeah.
No
Well-
D8s either, unfortunately.
I know they're so rare, and the dodecahedrons, the D20s, are even rarer than
They're
the
alpha.
D8s.
They're alpha only.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You need an alpha key to get those, unfortunately. They're gone skis. They're party hats now, baby.
Ooh. So yeah, the cubes. I ended up actually getting a lot of duplicates, unfortunately. I originally got the tier 1, the Feralith, because going from demo to early access, we got a single cube, I think, to open. I ended up getting a second one of those and then 2 reds. My entire goal was to get red ones. And the very, very, very last day that I was like, okay, last 2 cubes, I finally got red. And I got 2 of them. And I was like, they really wanted me to get red, apparently. So if people are willing to trade later on, I have an extra red one.
I got dupes.
Yeah, we have extra. But yeah, so also...
And I have 2 earmarked for that.
While we're here, we can show off the frogs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the orange one, the green one, and...
You got the mythic one?
No, I
orange?
don't.
Oh, the orange.
This is the...
Not the lava one.
Not the lava one. That is my goal.
One. Okay.
Lava one is my goal. But yeah, all the different frogs. The frogs are so cute. I can't wait to see and get more colors. I did do an entire pet hunt the other day. I finally got my red owl. I have no red, and then all in one day I was like, I'm gonna buy all the red ones. So I finally have my red owl. But yeah, I'm a collector of pets, so I'm one of those. Unfortunately, I'm one of those.
One of those.
Hey,
One of
pets
those.
They bring the people in.
Yeah.
They bring the people to the yard.
The other thing I would love to see is with Twitch drops would be outfits. Having like...
We got the mask at some point.
Yeah.
During the demo.
Having more outfits. That to me is what screams like Twitch drops a lot more times than pets, weirdly enough. Having like the Twitch purple. You already have that with Scholar though. So Scholar itself is Twitch colors. But yeah, outfits for maybe different hours, get different outfits, stuff like that. Just small suggestions, but yeah, another thing that would definitely bring quite a few people. But speaking of quite a few people and bringing them in, we had how long ago at this point? The Waterfall contest. It was a couple weeks, right? I can't remember.
It was while I was on vacation. So a week and a half, I think, was when they announced the winners.
Okay. So if for those who don't know, in the main Discord, there was a competition of take a screenshot, and the theme was Waterfall. And here are, I'm going to swap over the winning screenshots. Unfortunately, they don't have it tagged with who each photo were, like the winners of each one. They just had, here's the winners and here's the photos. So I'm sorry that
I think it's in order.
Is it in order?
Yeah, it looks like it's in order.
Okay. So first place, this
Girl
was...
Frost first.
If you want to say the names as I go through the pictures.
Yeah. That's Girl Frost.
So first place. This is second place.
Yeah, I voted for that one. That's Vayan.
I love the purple with the contrast of the water is so pretty.
Also note that they even had the purple hat and the purple rod. They put a lot of effort into that one.
Yeah. That waterfall is awesome too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then third place.
That one is Devonia.
I like the relaxation of like flopped on the ground.
Fourth was Arlania, which interestingly no subject, just the waterfalls.
Yeah. I think I saw a few people with the exact same waterfalls. Yeah. So this entire area, I guess, was very popular to take photos in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one we have for fifth place, I like
the crazy turkey.
The crazy turkey
with a K.
Yeah.
The crazy turkey with a K.
And then we have, you can barely see them, but there are 2 figures that's sitting in the right-hand side of the screen on the rocks there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, congratulations to all of those winners. We'll go through them one more
time. The cool thing is they also got a prize, which was like the first place got a year of Nitro on Discord.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think the second and fifth got a month each, and they also got roles too. Fancy rolls in the Discord. I just missed my fancy roll during the tech demo. I only got 12th place out of top 10 because I didn't realize they were tradable. So I didn't get my fancy title. So out of spite, I made the best video on BitCraft in the entire world. So.
That's a good spite, right? Well, sort of. Sort of. But yeah, did you guys do any submissions for the Waterfall?
I didn't.
I should have. I have a Waterfall on my claim.
I think I should have. You have a Waterfall on your claim?
Yeah.
Bro, that's just lazy. I didn't bother because like I'm busy.
Setup and I didn't do it.
I'm busy and I've got stuff to do, and you're just like, I'm staring at a waterfall all day. All you had to do is take the goddamn camera out and take a snap.
Pretty much. Snap a picture, submit it. Would have been done.
Post it on Insta, you're done. But no.
I did actually do a photo and I submitted it.
Did you get the runner-ups?
There was runner-ups? I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's how they selected it. It was like they got it down to top 20 or something, or top 10, and then we voted out of the top 10.
Oh, I didn't even see if it was the top 10.
Okay.
I submitted it and then I stopped paying attention.
And hope for the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was my submission. I found a place that was a single area.
I voted this one up
with a waterfall.
This is funny.
Unfortunately, some people made some rather interesting jokes about what this particular photo looks like, and I did not realize until much later. So let's just say Kermit the Frog and move on. But I was surprised to actually see this like in the wild.
Yeah.
I was like a tiny hole with a waterfall, and I have the lucille that's just hanging out there. So, yeah, I was proud of it. It made me chuckle more than anything. But yeah, the comments afterwards, I was like, oh no, what did I do?
Sometimes when you get other eyes on things, you realize, oh no.
Some things you just can't unsee then.
Yeah.
You just really can't unsee it. And yeah, I hope to see more of those events. There was one prior, I think, right? To the waterfall, the screenshot ones. I'm trying to think what it was. But having more of those community events to me, maybe, again, like we were talking about, once a month or something.
You might be thinking of the video for the settlements for the demo.
Oh, yeah.
That was the previous one before that.
Yep. But just seeing screenshots is really cool. The creativity that people have, especially with the enabling of the screenshot mode. Like, it is in the game. Like, you have, like, camera angles that you can do, really cool things. It reminds me of, honestly, Final Fantasy 14, and being able to take screenshots and be with your friends and have blurred and, like, photo, like, it's a really good feature, and I like seeing what people do with it, and I hope to see more of that moving forward. We should do our own screenshot contest at some point, maybe.
I'm in debt. I can't offer a reward.
It's fine. We'll come up with something. But yeah, no, I like seeing those the community stuff. We had the Starfell Cube get together as well too. I didn't get to partake in that. It was too early in the morning. But it looked
during my work day.
Yeah, it looked so cool having a bunch of people with the cubes hanging out, and I think there's a promotional video for it, isn't there?
There is, yes.
Let me see if I can find that.
I believe it's a short. It's a YouTube short.
Oh, it's a short. Okay. Let me.
The cube thing? Yeah,
the cube thing.
Mm-hmm. It should be in the. They only have. They don't. It's not embedded into Discord though. You have to.
Yeah.
Click the link and stuff.
Let's see if I can pop that in chat for everyone to see. So this thing was really, really, really cool. I would, like I said, I wish I could have been part of the filming of
It
it.
was 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah, but it was really early morning. I like when they do stuff like that. It really shows how many people are really part of this community and are willing to get together and do these events. And all this week, I've been seeing nothing but fishing events. Like,
Yeah, tons of them. Yeah, they're very aware that this game lives and dies based on its community. So they're making sure they cultivate that, and they're sowing the seeds to be, they're planting the seeds to be sown later, to be harvested later, because that's why the whole Twitch drops thing, engaging with the community all the time with little events here and there. And like I have criticisms about that little video they posted, but they're always engaging with us and they're always talking to us. And I haven't seen an EA, and this isn't like, oh, I'm a partner, so I'm glazing. This isn't anything like that. I wholeheartedly, with how many early access games and titles I've seen, haven't seen devs that just really, really push that angle and the communication and stuff. So many updates so often.
Yeah. Yep. And it shows they really care about the game.
Yeah. It's important, because if this game had 100 players or whatever, like something like We're Online, it would fail. It would fail, and then all their work is down the drain. So they're really cultivating that. It's really important to them.
And the latest, the frog pet, the Croaklin, the bringing it in so that you needed to do, well, you don't need to, but fishing expeditions really saves the day for that, because not everyone has chum. And you see in chat, oh, there's people leaving from
it's more
here.
Fun.
It's more fun when you have a whole lot of people.
It's parallel play, Shocktor.
Right, exactly. Yes.
I remembered.
Yes. So it's nice, and it brings the community together in all sorts of ways, and it's nice. This was a very calculated, we're going to put a pet in that can maybe bring the community together to actually get it, unlike digging in the sand before. This was good.
Yeah, it was actually really funny. I'm going to have to find it and clip it. And it was earlier in one of my streams, recent streams. So like a couple days ago, actually. I was out fishing and I was sitting there and I'm like, what would be really awesome is if they had a fishing pet. And I was like, we were talking about goldfish. And the chat was like, oh yeah, it'd be funny to have a fish like flopping behind you. And I was like, no. Like, you could either do a bubble, a goldfish in a bubble, or like a bowl. And then we were talking about fish in housing.
So play Final Fantasy.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, no. It's going to have to be amphibious. And then, like, literally a couple days later, we get this, and I'm like, am I the fortune teller? Like, I think at this point I've become a fortune teller.
Nice.
Yeah. And like a few other things that I've mentioned previously have come into fruition, and I'm like, I guess I read patterns. I read patterns very well. So I've played enough games to be like, okay, that would be cool. Okay, I could see that being an implemented thing. And then just the fact that the frog literally being this week after I mentioned it only a few days ago, I was like,
yeah.
What?
I think I was in that discussion in your stream
with the goldfish.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking about the fish in the bubble maybe being a fishing pet that follows you, like in World of Warcraft.
Yep. And that was just recent, so it's kind of crazy. If you can make a pet, what would your pet be?
Good question.
I threw you under the bus.
Yeah, something I have noticed is that it seems to be profession specific. So I do wonder if they're going to have a pet per profession. So, trying to think, I'm trying to tie in lightning somehow, but I don't think that's going to work. But yeah, as far as something something regarding maybe mining, I just can't think of it. I don't have any particular. I like where they've gone with it, I guess. I'm trying to think what would be good one. Come back to me on that.
Okay. Well, I would ask Tell, but his pet's already in the game.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep. No, I'm a gameplay mechanics guy. I like the kits, but I do not have the creativity to be like, ooh, let's do this kind of thing.
Yeah, but you and your numbers, like, I'm just saying that's I think having raw facts and numbers is a little bit more useful than just being like creative.
Everyone's valuable. Everyone's valuable. Some more than others.
Some more than others. Yeah, see?
No. It's good. It's you guys. Everyone makes the game. Everyone who plays, even their different play styles and stuff like that, it shows what they're doing is working.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We have tons of numbers, guys, in Toads. We have tons of people who just want to grind in Toads too.
Oh yeah.
Tell this Clippy with a spreadsheet.
Yep. Yep. I could see that. I
thought of it. I thought of one. Maybe for chopping down trees, since you can find, fireflies, lightning bugs in the forest. Cut down trees, get a lightning bug, maybe.
See? That would be good.
That would tie in, maybe put a little extra lightning on it.
Yeah. Have a little bit like sparkle, like.
Exactly. Yes.
That would be cool. I think bugs are underrated for a lot of pets. So yeah, having a lightning bug, and
have the frog interact with it, try to eat
it. I would like to actually see interactions with like pets. Like if you're standing next to someone that has like an owl out, maybe they can like talk to each other and like whistle at each other. I think interactions like that would make a really cool organic world. I don't know how feasible it is, but it would be cool. I think honestly, if I would look at having a pet, obviously a cat, and have just different cats.
Not a lot of cat. Are you serious? Of course, there are a lot of cat.
All the cats, like. But
a fire cat specifically.
If I can take the coloring of the lava toad and make it a cat, like, sold. It's sold. That would be the only thing I did. I would turn into 100% a pet streamer and being like, the whole goal is to collect all of these pets. Nothing else, just the pets. But yeah. So speaking of collecting things and having people building and hanging out, shall we start with our settlement showcases? Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. You Shocktor first.
Is he ready?
I think so. I have a random person trading me something. I'm in a settlement that's far, far away from home. And
are you good at for me to swap over to you?
Are you scared? Are you okay?
Randomly gave me food. Fantastic. I guess. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Though it just hit nighttime.
That's perfect.
And in the world, so when we show these off now, it's going to be dark. Just saying.
Ooh.
If we have like maybe we should go if we have something else. It's up to you all, but I can show this one off. This one actually fits the vibe that I'm showing. Doesn't really necessarily need to have sunlight, but you can see all the fog right now on the screen here.
That is so
kind of covering it up a little bit, but what I really like this one is Niflheim.
I've never seen that. Holy crap. That's cool.
It is.
What biome is that?
This one is located in the northwest corner of Region 1. It's Niflheim. And they didn't submit this. I just found this 1 week ago. It is a tier 5. And I'm walking now because I'm not. So what they did was they, on the ground in their different areas, put down drawings of the tools. You can see here, this is a saw, and it's around the woodworking place. And it's really very kind of cool. They have a saw here.
That is a good idea.
Yes, it's excellent. And then over here, housing. You've got a little house right there. House on the ground, and you've got your housing.
Wow.
And they did such. I found this a few weeks ago, and I was like, that's excellent. Oh, and they've added some stuff since the last time I was here. They put in a few fountains, and they're using the outdoor furniture very, very well. And then here you have the hunting. They have an arrow on the ground. You can see there's the arrow for the hunting and the leather. So very, very cool. Just the whole design, and it's very wide open, spread out, so you can see these things. And then here, this is a chisel, I guess, as it were, for doing all your mining and mining work, all that stuff, because you can see the smelters all there. And then over here you have, let's see, circling back, here's a hoe for the farming. So you've got a picture of a hoe, and that is on the ground. It's very cool. We're just going right into their farms with all the cloth and things related to farming, I guess. But they did an excellent job with the design here, and I found this one, and they've added a lot of outdoor furniture since the last time I was here. It is a great settlement also, and has a nearby tier 4 mining cave, which is also fantastic for those who have finally reached tier 4. So this is one of my favorite settlements that I've run across.
Is this the new region?
Yeah, region 1 northwest.
So you can process your tier 4 ore there and then come home.
Yep. And then transfer home. It's a little far away, but as long as I go there empty, it's not too bad. It's 12 energy to go to, so not too
what
bad. And they're tier 5 settlement, which is good enough. So because all I was gonna say
tier 5 I think is pretty good right now.
Oh yeah, tier 5 is great right now. In our region, tier 6, the Percival's and Hex and Highwater are both tier 6, and I think maybe Panda Express. We don't have a whole lot of Panda Express is another settlement name, and they are tier 6 as well, I think. And also Calum Noctis. We do not have much. We're not very high up because we were at war with each other, so there was a lot more priority on that. So we're at tier 6 mainly in our region. So there's a lot of good places, and this one I just really loved the drawings using. It's just very unique, so that's why I wanted to show this one off.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that so far. Yep. I've seen people do like different colors for different areas of like a gray for the smithing, or green for their farming areas. Like the tile color changes, but I haven't seen artwork.
The artwork was a very nice touch. I loved it.
Yeah, and your frog.
I've never seen that before.
And I collapse with my frog. Hopefully my frog it'll should spit out at some point.
But yeah, no, this was a really good find. Really, really good find. Yeah, I'm gonna.
And again, they have it's one of the few tier 4 caves in our area.
Yeah.
So
finding a location.
They did not submit this. I found it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, finding settlements that actually have caves nearby is like big. We have a few of those in our region too, that I guess people just make the settlements right next to them for that reason. And I was like, I didn't think about that. Like coming from demo into early access, I did not think about that.
Location's really huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
So before we go any further really quick, if you want your video showcased just like what you saw here, make sure that you click on that link and you submit it. Or like we said earlier, you can submit for someone else as well. If you find something cool, like what Shock did, where you find art on the ground, or you find a really pretty, even if it's not a settlement, or even if it's just a region of the game that you think is really nice, submit it. We'd love to see it. We would love to showcase what your creativity and what your art entails and what your community has done. So
I do want to note also that this settlement will be tier 6 soon. I was just corrected.
Oh, nice.
in game chat. So
they will be tier 6 soon.
Yes.
That is good. Tell, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're gonna swap over.
Sup. All right. This is Jaruudsalem. He's gonna help show us around here. It's still nighttime, so unfortunately we can't see. Jaruudsalem put through their hat into the ring because there's like 50,000 of them. And I'm sure someone was watching. So they're like, oh, I'm going to put our name in. So this is them making Tell advertise his adversary. But no, it's all good. We're in an alliance, so it's fine. There's Jaruud himself. I don't know if he's here in chat. But here we are. So they have, this is the center of town. They have this kind of, looks like they have a different different sections, guilds, and they're all color coded starting from this point. I wonder if they'll be able to maybe go into detail about that. But as far as I can tell, it's like you go from here, this kind of points to the masonry.
Oh, very nice.
And
That
then,
reminds me of trivia.
oh yeah, you're right. Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
That's Trivial Pursuit. Yeah. This green one, for example, goes to the farming guild. Their farm is just ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this thing. Not like it's across the river or anything, Shock, but it is.
Yeah.
This is what high tier claims farms look like. They just they just go
rows
on
and
and
rows
on
and
on. And
rows.
if you press U, your game crashes. Look at this.
That's terrific.
I'd love to know more about this Trivial Pursuit thing. Is it based on the guilds kind of thing? Is that how you guys started? Their claim is massive, by the way. It's one of the largest in the game. It is 9,000 tiles. So if we put the borders on there, just push the borders button. We can see
what kind of
really
supply
far.
drain is that?
300 plus an hour. Ours is probably pretty similar.
Wow.
Yeah, 320 an hour at the moment. They've got a ton of money though.
Well, 0 at the moment.
Yeah.
Quick announcement. Based on the supply stuff, it is currently being paused. I know a lot of people were talking about getting double charged per hour or having the resources going down quicker. There was a statement put out, I think either today or yesterday, saying that they're pausing the deteriorations. So just wanted to throw that out there really quick before people started freaking out, being like, oh no. So go ahead, continue, Tell.
So Jocelyn, do you want, I don't know if they're in chat here, but if you would like to, or if anyone would like to explain the Trivial Pursuit thing, how you came up with this at some point, that'd be good while we keep going. Oh man, they gotta watch out for this tree. Someone might cut that down. You can see this is the new furniture. They've gone pretty crazy with it. So you can use the trellises as walls now, basically. You can kind of do this thing. It's a very good way to use walls.
That, yes.
Like entranceways and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's super smart.
We can see here there are different, that's the smelters, and that's just the claim borders. They just keep going and going. They have this is a mine, I believe. I think this is a T1 mine, which they basically own. There's no, I'm pretty sure this is a T1 mine.
You can hold Alt and it'll tell you.
Oh yeah. Well, there's less lag in here anyway, but
oh, that's true.
T1 mine.
It's very convenient.
Oh, it's insane. That's why the supplies are always topped off, because you just go in there, get some ingots, come back, and you're done.
Yep. Very nice.
You're still in the middle of reservations. Big claims are always in the middle of reservations. I can attest to this.
I see what's going on, but you were the one who submitted it, so.
So, all the way over here, Masonry Guild. They managed to squeeze a house into there.
Yeah. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. I think they might have a guildmaster house in there, because they're probably using storage. That's probably using codex storage in there.
So one of the questions we were asking earlier, the middle of your settlement has like a Trivia Pursuit-esque color wheel. Can you tell us about that really quick? If like the different colors and stuff like that.
We're gonna call it the Trivial Pursuit wheel until further notice. Oh yeah, here's their renovations. Looks like they're building another housing district over here. This is just what the big cities look like going from that smaller kind of vibe to just these massive, massive cities of 9,000
cool.
plus tiles. Yeah. You can see here's another thing. You can use these for walls. Looks like they're planting trees here. They're going to use these as walls so you can't get past. And then, yeah, so you can use these decorations as basically little fences now instead of just the normal ones. So it looks quite good. Kind of breaks up that parking lot look, which is good to do because it's really hard to do multi-level claims, and it's really hard to not just end up looking like a parking lot. So it's good that they do this. This is under construction.
It's all the extra pieces just sitting in the middle.
Yeah. The colors in the middle are for some orientation and to show off the different tiers that we reached. Oh, okay. Well, you've run out of space for the extra colors unless you do like an outer ring or something. So it's to show off their tiers and stuff. Just be like, look, we have the funny color. That makes sense to celebrate it. Kind of slot it in. They have now Jaruudsalem is a noob friendly market. I believe what they mean by that is so you got your vendors here, and then all of these will sell the various resources, although they don't keep them topped up. For example, if I have a timber daily.
Oh, that is such a good idea.
You can buy it for like the fair rate, right? Now, obviously, it looks like people have just bought these and these listed on the market.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which is something that you can't avoid with the current permission system. But yeah, being able to do this is quite nice. So here's a good example. So your fish oil, your salt for 100, you get 100 back, right? So it kind of funds. It helps the players out, and it also funds the settlement.
Such a great idea. I love that.
So again, we have this one next to Rumba. We can take a look. So if I wanted to get the cloth I needed, if I had tier 3 is too expensive to put in something like this, but if I had the tier 2 cloth quest, I could quickly just do it and I'd get the exact rate, right? It's quite a fair rate. And that's how they kind of done the whole thing. Here, actually, I might be able to do a quest here. They should have tier 1 meat. There we go. So tier 1 meat, and then turn it in.
That is, this is
so that's like
genius.
That's the plan.
Yep.
Traveler tasks. Oh, that'd be great if I could buy a slime right now, but it's hard to keep this stocked with a. Speaking of from experience, it's very hard to keep this kind of thing stocked. Interestingly enough, people have behaved themselves and put their player souls here, whereas ours are just all over the place. But look at this. Interestingly, everyone's been very civilized about this.
Nice.
I don't know how they managed to do that, to be honest. Because I have just people who just
stick them everywhere.
All over the place. Yeah. Unless he's stocked up. Unless he's a ripoff. Let's be clear. Yeah, I can get some tier 3 fiber maybe. Not that stocked. No fiber. But that's the idea.
It's a really good idea, though.
Yeah, early on they had that really, really like down pat, which helped bring a lot of people to their settlement.
I could definitely see it working from more of a smaller settlement.
Smaller settlement, yeah. The unfortunate part is you can't restrict certain souls to your own claim members, because if you could do that, you would have much, much less chance of just someone. Like, for example, that cloth is pretty good price for me to just buy it and then flip it on a market. And the unfortunate, it's unfortunate. It's pretty hard to avoid that right now in the current game state, but it's something that we could definitely look to do in the future. And I'd love to play with these souls. So it's something cool I want to do on my own claim too. But yeah, as you were saying earlier, with like setting up near a mine, this thing is just so valuable for them. There's a reason why they're at full supplies all the time. It's because you can just grind ferrolith ingots out the wazoo, come back. You literally only need to step right there, and then you have a smelter. It's crazy.
And as you tier up, also, you need a ton of the tier 1 supplies to have that right there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
huge. Huge.
Yeah. Speaking of supplies and the mine being right next to us, for a while there, I thought that tier 2 lumber, the timber for it, was the best thing to put into your settlement because it required no the processing, essentially.
Extra steps.
Right. It had no extra steps. And I actually spent about an hour doing a speed run of between doing Pyrolite. Pyrolite?
Pyrolite, yeah.
Pyrolite and
Pyrolite. Tier 2,
the tier 2 wood. And so the results of that, based on the times, was timber was 20 minutes and 30 seconds to get 3 pieces of timber that would equal 390. And it was 22 minutes and 41 seconds to get a single frame that would equal 325. So it's moot, but the evidence of it is you can get more metal processing going versus the entire time you're sitting there.
At scale, Pyrolite works. That's interesting that the numbers actually work out like that. But at scale, it does work.
Yep. But if you in emergency and you need to have something before your settlement goes down, wood, because it's going to be faster. But yeah, continue. Sorry, I just figured throw that in.
No, that's all. That's it. If you don't mind my frames, my computer is struggling because I have a lot of things going on. But yeah, there we go.
And now it's daytime.
The sun rises over the Jaruudian kingdom. They own everything that the light touches, except the dark shade over there. They don't go over there. The Badlands.
The Badlands.
I'm getting out of here.
Okay. I'm trying not to use as many computer resources as I can. I'm going to start getting loaded into the game. I bet you didn't even notice the transition from there because Tel started loading and I timed it that I was loading at the exact same time. And
then you mentioned it.
And then I mentioned it. Something's wrong with my bird. It's just floating.
Just floating. It's actually flying.
Yep.
You have a flying pet.
I should probably eat something before I starve. But so this settlement was one of our people that have submitted to be showcased. This is in Region 6. Oh, what is wrong with my map? Something is wrong with my map. But anywho, this is Tessavarium. If I pronounce that wrong, I do apologize. And something is definitely wrong with my map, if you can see this right now. That's weird. But yeah, so this is Region 6. From us at Region 3, I traveled all the way up to come visit. And then here is the top of the Waystone, which this is cute. This is what I was talking about earlier with all of the gardens and the things that people were able to do to make their settlement different versus just having the stone tiles. So having this like cute little entryway. There is Spooky, in fact, the emperor of this area. So we're gonna start heading down. I like how this is terraformed this way. You get a nice little overview of the environment, and we're getting welcomed. Hello. If you want to, Spooky, show us around, tell us a little bit about your area. Feel free. If not, I can take over.
They're either guiding you or going and doing getting back to work.
Yep. It's one of the two. It's fine either which way. I can easily walk around all the welcomes. So something they did want to note is that this is a 15-person settlement. So this is a little bit on the smaller end, and they're tier 4, if I recall. So tier 4. For those of you who don't know, also this is a little thing that you can do on the map. If you shift right click on someone's city, it'll tell you what tier they are. They say, we are just peaceful islanders, hopefully working on getting the stalls similar to what you guys were just talking about as we grow. So they're also using the stall system. And let's go check out what their stalls entail. Okay, so they're using it as the tier ups. I was doing the same thing for a while. I like how each thing has its own area. Also the island. So this is one side of the island, and then the other side of the island. So islanders. After my own heart, I also like being on an island. And so, again, with like the cute little decorations, having everything in their own region. They have a lot of processors. Let's see. Set to match the world market. The others should eventually match. There you go. But yeah, that was the first thing I noticed when I came into this area. All the processors. For being a small settlement, as they were saying, with only 15 people, this place feels like it produces a lot. We have the tiny little housing. I love the garden. I can't get over it. Turning everything into cottagecore at this point. I would absolutely love that. It seems like they're building a big house. Is that going to be a... It looks like the footprint for a big house.
Yeah, that looks like a tier 3 again.
Yeah.
Smart putting the fence around the tree to keep people from cutting it down.
I did the same thing. Told me.
Trees.
Yeah. It looks like they have some trees planted. And then the market area. So one of the things for me is I'm not a huge fan of markets being away from waystones, especially if you're going to be like a marketing region. Being able to pop into the area and then quickly to the market. But this is their little farm area. The fishing stalls, there's 2 that are here. So this one is the tier 4 fishing stall. So right by the water. People are talking. I'm guessing fishing stockpile. So you got that. More of the barter stalls for fish oil. I was actually here way early, so I came in yesterday. And I did some fishing while I was here. And they have a lot of access. So the ocean fish, you can see I was out here trying to get some frogs. But entire area, water is wonderful, fish are biting. Yeah. A lot of fishing. So having to be able to pull up and drop your stuff off, all of their smelters, this area. I walked in and I was like, is that housing? It's all smelters. I was very surprised. And coming back over to everything has their own little stall, so pretty organized with where things are going. You have the wood processing, everything's properly labeled. Yeah. So all the tanning, and then this was what I was saying, they have the other fish station closer to the water here. This one is tier 3. So depending on where you are and what you want to do. So if you want to do lake fish or ocean fish, 2 separate sides. I parked my boat up here and just went out. We made the joke on stream, this is a fisherman's wet dream. Yeah, the joke being water and fisherman. So, yeah. Super cute, super quaint.
Very nice.
I like it. I like what they did with the pathing, so you can like follow the pathing around. And then all of the resources. Spooky says it's our new slogan. You can steal it. You can have it. But yeah, I like how people are able to diversify their stuff at this point. To change up, okay, here's a garden area, the little barrier of walls here. I thought this was interesting when I first saw it. So you could actually have like enclosed areas or barricades. You could do a lot with the decorations that have been implemented into the game at this point. They don't want people to touch things. You can fence it off, and yeah, super cute. I'm gonna go back to my
very, very cool. I really like that place.
This is my favorite spot. Like, I love just sitting up here. If I can get back up there. That's the hard part sometimes with changing elevation of things. But yeah, being able to look out and see everything, I think, is really nice and really cute. There's also a crane if you don't want to take the stairs. Oh, there's multiple. I didn't see them when I came through the first time. So yeah.
Oh yeah, elevators. I was gonna say an elevator.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's right there. That's cool. Hopefully one day elevators will be able to hold cargo. That would be really cool.
I think they used to be able to. I think you used to be able to take vehicles up there. Might have changed it a little bit, but they should be later on. We'll be able to. Same with the gondolas. Once you build higher tier ones, it'll let you do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's the idea.
I don't know why my map is as borked as it is. I can't see any of the other areas. But yeah, this is their island right here. If people are wondering in relation to the Gulf, so, or the bay, or the Gulf, whatever, the Gulf of BitCraft, I saw a lot of events were kicking off there, and I was over here, and people were like, oh, where are you at? And I was like, oh, I'm on the other side. So, yeah, in relation to that, we're over here. And then you have, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. Tortuga, you guys are over here. So, they're pretty close. You guys are neighbors. But yeah, that's, thank you very much for your submission and letting us show off your settlement. If there's anything else you would like us to talk about or show off, please let us know by submitting that form. Even if hey, we're doing renovations and we're changing stuff up and you want to submit later on, feel free to submit later on too and say, hey, we've changed stuff around and we'd like you to check it out again. So we're more than happy to do that, especially if you're tearing up and with the new houses or if you make more gardens. We love to see your creativity, and we hope that people continue in the future sharing those things with us. So,
yep.
Thank you very much, and thank you for being kind and welcoming to me being here every single time I showed up. People were like, "Hey, Amber, do you need something?" And I was like, "I'm good, thank you. I'm just here to sit down and fish for a little bit." So, but yeah. Do we have, so that is as far as it for my notes for this episode. Does anyone have any things they would like to throw in before we start wrapping up for our outros?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm looking through to see if there's anything, but no. It's, I mean, we have hopefully, the Dungeons update coming in the next couple weeks to look forward to. And
my eyes are not closed. What the hell?
And
what's up?
Oh, just my eyes are being closed. I'm awake.
Oh.
Here.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what all that entails and everything.
Nice. That is, I think one of the biggest highlights. I think that if it was only even one dungeon, if it's just one thing, I would still be super hyped. As being a PvE person, I just even the intricacies of figuring out the details of how something's gonna work. I've seen posts already of people getting groups together. Actually, we can do this as our wrap up topic before we go out. The weapons. So people were talking about hey, we need DPS. What's your Slayer score? or what's your Slayer rank, and trying to form dungeon parties together.
Interesting. Okay.
And I thought that was very clever, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think that's how that's going to work. So I know each weapon has different abilities, so like spear and shield or like taunts and stuff like that. So it'll be interested to see like how the dungeons actually function and if what they're trying to get together to do and form parties and set up was actually something that's gonna be useful moving forward. So
That'll be cool. I was thinking more in line it would be like Stardew Valley, but that would be very cool to have it more complex, you know.
well, I don't know.
Right.
Like as far as I know, what they said was like, yeah, Slayer rank doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, they're just like, oh, we're just doing it as who likes killing things, as just like a metric of like, what's your hunting, what's your slaying, and
Right.
just to be like, hey, you like killing things, like come join in. But like it'd be interesting to see how, if at all, there is a barrier to entry with it, or if it's just, hey, you have a weapon, go do things. If there is a trinity, there's no healers, so
Right.
you're missing.
It more reminds me of like Guild Wars 2 back in the old days. I don't know how it is now, but there wasn't really roles, but you'd be more
rush
kind of tanking and more DPS, and you kind of all go together.
Mhm.
So
Right.
the spear people will draw threat. There's no healing, but you might be able to swap threats and stuff like that, depending on how intricate it is. I think that we definitely just need to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I look forward to any additions, honestly. I think that's just because my hope is with additions, with more things being flushed out, we'll get like maybe some faster crafting times, because then tier 10 doesn't become the end all be all when there's other mechanics in the game itself. So that's at least my own little hope.
Well, I was gonna say to tag on to that. I like when I'm doing something and it doesn't feel like I'm just grinding. So like getting the Lucil pet, you're still still foraging, I think is what the
Yeah.
sand
You're
is.
still forging sand.
You're still
Yep.
foraging, but it doesn't feel like you're grinding that skill. And now with getting the frog pet, like you're going to be grinding fishing, and it doesn't feel like you're grinding. So adding more intricacies to the game that introduce more, hey, it's like how people like dancing, but it's also exercise, but they hate exercising, but they love dancing. Like if you can add more of those elements to make people forget that it's as grindy as it is, then I think we're on the right track. So
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, adding purpose to your grind instead of just pushing tiers.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. It'll
Yes.
make people
Yeah.
feel a lot better.
Yeah. So,
Which is definitely something they're aware of. The game's core is that progression is going to be the tiers, but there's a lot of ways they can expand upon that, and that's their focus is on the development side of things, is to focus on fleshing out the lower tiers and adding more things to do. So for example, instead of pushing tiers, you could upgrade your housing, you could decorate your town, you can do these kinds of things, which is effectively a waste of resources because you're not grinding, but you have a lot more fun along the way, and that means you'll last longer.
Well,
you play more.
I think we're looking at the terminology of horizontal progression versus vertical progression. So making it more of a horizontal progression system than having
a Guild Wars system.
Instead of having it being like, oh, hitting 10 or tier 10 is like the end all be all, which would be more of a vertical progression system. So gotta build out the pyramid a bit.
Yeah.
So, but on that note of things, shall we say our goodbyes? Let people know where they can find you and what you are planning to do for upcoming stuff. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it is you. Go ahead.
My name's Tel. I need to square away my 560k debt over the next couple of weeks, so that's what I'll be doing in BitCraft. But hey, I got a cool quill for it. You can find me on twitch.tv/Teloril and also YouTube. If you YouTube Teloril, you'll find me there. That's where my best content is and my best foot forward. Sometimes I like to shitpost in Twitch too. So that's going to be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's a schedule on my channel there because I'm Australian. You know, things get a little bit fucking confusing about the time zones. So you can take a look at the schedule to tell you your own time zone. Thank you so much for watching.
And I'm Shocktor, and you can find me in these places here. Shocktor, well, Twitch TV/Shocktor. And on YouTube, I'm Shocktor Gaming because somebody took Shocktor in like 2009. And so Shocktor Gaming on YouTube. and that is, I stream at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern US time. And that is almost exactly whatever time it is right now in Australia. That is when I stream. And it's 4 or 5 days a week. It's been 5 recently. And that's how you can find me.
It helps to unmute. Hi, I'm Ember. Welcome to where I am. That's pretty simple. Okay, bye. No, I'm kidding. You can find me here and also on YouTube, usually during the week, so Monday through Thursday. I try my best to keep with a daytime schedule, so usually it depends on getting out of bed and stuff like that, but I don't have like a concrete schedule just yet. Just look for me weekdays during the day, aka usually like between 10 a.m. Pacific time to like 4 or 5 Pacific. Some days I go until like 12 hours, 16 hours a couple of times. I have done 24-hour streams, but those are rare. And so yeah, we'll be doing another BitCast in 2 weeks. So August 29th, so not next Friday, but the Friday after that. It'll be here, same time. And until then, make sure to check everyone out. Go to their links, give them the follows, give them as much love as possible. And yeah, we will go ahead and swap back over to here. But yeah, we will be, I think that's it. So 29th. 6 p.m. Eastern time, or sorry, 6 p.m. PS. Words. Words are hard. That is my first time I screwed up today, minus, every other time I screwed up today. So, no problem. No
You've
problem.
been fine.
Yeah. So 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. Australian.
You know what? We should add those to the slides there.
We probably should.
In hindsight. Let's add them to the slides. Make it easier
Whatever
for everyone
for
involved.
you now.
Yes. We will definitely do that. Yeah, this is still getting up and running, so a lot of like technical difficulties on my end sometimes. I do apologize, but we do greatly appreciate you sticking with us and hanging out and supporting what we do, whether it's here, whether it's BitCast, whether it's in each channel, or just in general, being part of the BitCraft community. Thank you for watching us, and have a good night. Bye.
See y'all later.